Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation of the NBA Sunday Night Action right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Deandre Ayton.
And you can't get too wrapped up in the numbers, but sure, his rebounding volume has indeed been decreasing. Is that a function of physicality, alterations to playing style? Possibly. One thing for certain, you hope the decline isn't attributed to a lack of effort.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Jackson is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's John Morant. Then it's Zach Edey. And for Chicago, MP is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Buzelis, and it's Champagnie in at the 4 spot. Here in the final days of the NBA regular season, Greg, every team trying to wrap things up on a high note.
Yeah, and even the top teams doing what they can to head into the postseason with some momentum, right? While lottery teams want to finish strong and have something to build off of.
Morant with it, now defended by MP. And the shot goes in.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Morant against Sessions. 6 on the shot clock. Morant kicks to Jackson. It's deflected. Now here's Jones. G right on him. On the wing, MP. Buzelis with the ball. Jackson on him. And that one's good. Sessions. Here's Morant. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Well, with Morant running the pick and roll, good things usually happen.
Outside, Jones. Back to Sessions. A beautiful reverse layup. Sessions has got 7.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Back to Morant. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Pass to Buzelis. Inside. And that one is stuffed right through. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Memphis trailing here. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Chicago. The topic at hand, John Morant. His ability to completely dominate at times because he's so athletic and aggressive. Coach said we can't let him live in the lane. We have to keep bodies in front of him and make him work for everything he gets. Back over to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Buzelis with the ball. Guarded by Jackson. Clock at 4. Three-pointer. The shot by Buzelis, no good.
Well, come on, guys. Did you really think they'd shoot 100% for the game?
Jackson kicks to Morant. Edey with a screen on Jones. Morant. Buzelis grabs the board. Jackson against Sessions. And the 3 off target.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Outside Jackson. Now here's Morant. Guarded close. It's all in by the Bulls.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Gotta be a little embarrassed by that.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
13 feet away. The Grizzlies with another miss. The Bulls leading by 3. Buzelis with the ball. No scoring in this one. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense there from Jackson. They need this one. The rebound by Champagnie. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Sessions. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Really consistent with their aggression. In that game, we saw very few lulls from an intensity standpoint.
Yeah, it was an all-around excellent performance, and one I'm sure they'd like to replicate tonight.
Sessions looking around to the right side. Outside, Jones. Pass to Jackson. And the layup's good off the glass.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Now here's Sessions. 17 points in his last outing. Jones for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Here's Morant. Jackson kicks to Jackson. Jackson with the screen. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Pass to Champagnie to the inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Bulls shooting their first free throws of this one.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
And so Jones nails both of them.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
Last game for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Knicks.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And missed free throws are killers, especially when you consider how many they missed. Hopefully, they stay late to practice after that one.
The Bulls leading by 4. MP, that's for 2. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Back to Morant. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Well, that's Morant, always applying the pressure.
Jones, the pass to Champagnie. To the paint, and then Buzelis with the dunk.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. On the wing, Jackson. Morant outside. Drills it from outside. Morant's got 5.
Well, when the 3 is falling for Morant, it's a bad sign for the defense.
Pass to Buzelis. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. set of teams that have held their opponents to very few points in the second half of the season. Number 1, the Bulls.
And they've shown no slippage defensively. If anything, they've become more stifling since the break. I mean, they're playing inspired, passionate basketball at that end of the floor.
Pass to Larson. Down low. Memphis moving that ball around. Edey. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, when Edey gets the ball there, it usually generates points of some kind.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bulls.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
Morant surveying the D. And finished off by Morant.
Yeah, there have been very few players at 6'2" who've played above the rim like Morant.
Hayward can't hit.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Pass to Morant. Here's Larson. Clock at 6. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Sessions, and he banks in the layup. Sessions has got 11 points.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
Pass to Larson. Now Edey. And here's Morant. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Hayward finds Thompson. Back to Hayward. Now Sessions. Thompson outside. Pass to Hayward. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Morant against Sessions. Here's Larson. There's the triple. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
On the wing, Thompson. The shot's good. Sessions making him pay. Thompson's got his second basket of the game.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Put that bucket in no time at all.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Here's Sessions. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. He's got 13.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Larson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Sacramento. And that one, good.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Sessions has got 15 points.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. It's the Bulls. They lead by 6. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen so far from the Bulls, what's your take?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Bulls. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. We've got Thompson. Smith is out there with Trey Jones. And it's Phillips in at the force line. That's the group on the floor for Chicago. Taylor attacking. Prosper. And he goes in for the dunk.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Larson with the bucket.
Selfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Chicago's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Hayward on the wing. Back to Jones. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Jerome against Jones. Pass to Prosper. Here's Larson. Here's Taylor. Rebound by Smith. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Thompson finds Jones. Back to Thompson. Hayward right side. The Grizzlies pull it in.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Jerome. A 17-point game for him in the win against Sacramento. And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Now here's Jones. Still yet to score. And it's slammed in by Smith.
Well, with his mobility and size, Smith gets up there with ease.
Outside, Jones. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. The shake. Jerome with the rebound.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right and you still get a bad result.
No good on the fadeaway.
Well, when you get that kind of look inside, you have to capitalize.
Hayward kicks to Jones. Pass to Phillips. Here's Smith. He's covered by Ayton. Thompson up top. 5 to shoot. Here's Phillips. Kicks it out to Jones. Now here's Hayward. Thompson outside. Fires the 3. A putback. Rebounded by Deandre Ayton. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. With the drive, Jerome. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Both teams will make substitutions. Let's see some of the numbers here for Ja Morant.
And he's got it going at the foul line these days. His free throw percentage looks a lot different in the last 10 games than it did earlier in the season. He's tinkered with a few things and really improved his form.
The free throw drops for Jerome. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could be without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
Now here's Jackson. 14 points from him the last game against Sacramento.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
It's Jones on the left, guarded by Jerome. Back to Jones, lets it go with a 3. Hits it from three-point range. Jones has got 8 points.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Here's Morant. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Smith with a screen on Jackson. Smith feeling it out a bit. Jones with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Here's Champagnie. Offline with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
A steal. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. In an era of title or bust thinking, it's noteworthy that the grit and grind Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Back over to you guys.
Thank you, Allie.
Yeah, a lot of guys now are not comfortable in that mid-range area, but Morant is. He'll take that shot when it's there.
Now, here is Smith. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Sessions, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Jerome passes to Morant. Jackson in the corner. Morant outside. Ayton sets the pick for Morant. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to Thompson. In the corner at Sessions. Back to Thompson. Takes the 3. No good there. The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. And Jackson gets it to go.
Yes, we know Jackson can nail 3s, but at his core, he's a guy who wants the ball around the rim.
We go now to the 2K leaderboard to find out who the top three-point shooters have been since the All-Star break. Tyus Jones, 4th.
And instead of wearing down as the season's progressed, his legs really seem to have gotten stronger, and so has his three-point shooting.
No good with the triple. For Memphis, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. What a unique skill set Jaren Jackson Jr. coach brings to the floor.
No question, Kevin. He's a two-way player, a defensive player of the year who also has proven he can be a primary scorer, and he can score it from the three-point line, or he can put it on the floor and go to the basket. Plus, he's got a post game. This is one of the most versatile players in the league.
Now here's Sessions. 15 points in the game. Outside, Jones. Can they get it? It's good from Sessions on the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists tonight. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Memphis moving it around. Left side, Jackson. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And a versatile offensive talent with a capable jumper. Defenders can't fall asleep when guarding Jackson.
Here's Champagnie, guarded by Jackson. Beyond the arc. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Sessions against Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Well, this is what the fans want to see. Morant showing off all of his superb athleticism.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. Now here's Sessions. 18 points for him. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight, not wasting any chances. really using his head.
Chicago shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
First team foul. At the line for Chicago.
Free throw good. Sessions. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Morant passes to Jackson. Over Buzelis. No good. He has missed 3 of his 5 attempts this game.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Back to Sessions. Pass to Buzelis. No good from outside. The Grizzlies shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Outside Jackson. Jackson setting the pick here for Jackson. They get it back. Edey gets the bucket.
Well, it's so tough trying to keep Edey off the boards. When he's being aggressive like this, he's a real wrecking ball.
Here's Buzelis. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New York, and he makes that one.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. A look at Chicago. They're holding the edge for the last playoff slot. I am sure they'd feel better if they could jump up a couple rankings.
And, you know, for the Bulls, they're currently one of the top 8 seeds, but there's still a lot of work to be done, which they, to a man, understand. Now, I think it's going to come down to execution.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, he's looking pretty much unstoppable. Morant making the defense regret that physicality.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%, so no doubt he's pleased with that.
On the basket by Jones. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis, trailing by 5. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, this is Morant at his very best. His teammates need to just continue getting him the ball and letting him do his thing.
The Grizzlies have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Now here's Sessions. He's got 21. Pass to Buzelis. From outside, off the mark.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And here's Morant. 56 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Jackson. Memphis moving it around. 4 on the clock. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Chicago leading. In the corner at Sessions. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Now here's Jackson. His last outing, we saw him 4 in 22. Lots of room. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%. Chicago leading by 3. Sessions passes to Champagnie. MP outside. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Bulls lead by 5. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment.
Please direct your attention to They're measuring up the shot. One more time, a round of applause for our participants.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down.
What a rookie class. Here we are, taking the award down to the wire. I don't know who's going to win it, but it's been fun watching them ball out, Shaq.
Even at this point, I'm not sure there's a unanimous choice. Makes it tough on the voters. Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for the Bulls.
This has been a display of what we often talk about on this show. Unselfish ball movement usually leads to better shots. Now, I could say this. They're generating a lot of clean looks, guys.
Yeah, it's tough to beat a team that's in sync. Big advantage in the assist column. Check that out. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. We've got Edey. G.G. Jackson is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Morant. And play stops, whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Jackson dishes to Morant. Edey with a screen on Sessions. And the dunk by Edey.
What a jam there by Edey. When he hammers it home, you feel the reverberations from here.
Sessions against Morant. And that one's good. Sessions has got 26.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Outside Jackson. Here's Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Jones looking for an opening. To the inside. Stolen by Jackson. Up top, Morant. Discovered by Sessions. Morant kicks to Jackson. To the middle. Here's Edey. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season. In third, the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long, so that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
Outside, Jones. Morant against Sessions. Here's Champagnie. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. For the tie, Gonzalez grabs the board. And it's Jones with the ball for Chicago. 3-point lead. The three from MP. Connects from 3-point range. Sessions has got 5 points now this quarter.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure on him.
Morant and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A moment here to see the numbers for Sessions. Averaging about 31 points, 9 assists, and 4 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
And really, as solid as he's been at the line, I had already chalked those points up. Goes to show you, though, don't take anything for granted.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. Outside Jackson. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
A moment to check out John Morant here.
The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And the only way you average top 3 in points if you have that scorer's mentality. He knows he's the go-to guy. And everyone else knows it as well. Bulls leading by 8. On the wing, MP. Guarded by Morant. Here's Buzelis, and then Buzelis with the dunk.
Slick drive by Buzelis. He moves well for a guy that size.
Edey with a screen for Morant. Driving inside. Morant goes hard to the basket.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Sessions passes to Jones. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And that one's good. Sessions, who's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bulls.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Jackson a screen on Jones. Trying to break an ice cold streak.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Morant. In the center of things, Morant.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Inside. Here's Buzelis, and then Buzelis with the dunk.
It doesn't take much to get Buzelis up to the rim. He just pops off the floor and is right there.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. Jackson deciding where to go with it. For the 3. Doesn't go for him. The Bulls have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Jones kicks to Sessions. Takes a 3. And it's Morant with the rebound. Memphis has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Yep, that one goes in there. Jackson's got 8.
Well, even when there's not an open passing lane, Ja will create one. He is an excellent passer.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Edey picks one up. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Chicago.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Here's Sessions. Releases from the wing and drills it. Sessions has got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Jerome against Sessions. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Pass to Jerome. Just 5 to shoot. Over Sessions. Here's Edey, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Chicago calls timeout. Thompson is checked in for MP. And so it's Jones who'll bring it up to the Bulls. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
The Grizzlies trail by 12. Now Jerome. 5 points in the game. Outside Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Wide open. Jump shot is good. 13 points in the game.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from him.
Out to the right wing. Back to Thompson. Shoots the 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Takes the 13-footer, and it's Memphis with another.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Jones against Jerome. Jones dishes to Thompson. Back to Jones. Shoots over Jerome. Here's Thompson, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Even with the defense all over him, Thompson sticks with it and doesn't just give up on the shot.
Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Ayton, he's checked in for Edey. And so Thompson nails both of them.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Pass to Jackson. Ayton sets the pick for Jackson. Back to Jerome. Count it. Jerome's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit. But you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
On the wing, Thompson. 10 points for him.
Hey, I like the unselfishness. If someone has a better opportunity, make the next pass.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. Here's Larson. 6 points for him. Pass to Jerome. Here's Larson. He's covered by Thompson. Larson, no good. Chicago's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Bulls moving the ball around. Jones for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. 1:32 left to play here in the 3rd. Pass to Larson. They get it back. Ayton. The shot from the low post is good. Ayton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Good cleanup there by Ayton, using his reach to get the rebound and finish the job.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. MP outside. On the wing, Thompson. Now here's Hayward. Back to Sessions. Fires the three. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Ayton a screen on Sessions. To the paint. And Ayton throws it down.
A nice release from the pick and roll there from Ayton. And he gets rewarded for it.
Sessions passes to Smith. Pass the flag. Now Sessions. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. The Grizzlies trail by 5.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
And here's Morant. Morant takes off and finished off by Morant.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guard. Set others up, play the game the right way.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Jalen Smith is up there with the Coral. And there's Klay Thompson. Then it's MP. And it's Hayward in at the 2-guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Sessions finds a Coral. Thompson outside. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. Hayward. Jerome with the rebound.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Pass to Ayton. Over Hayward. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Ayton.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The basket counts in 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Defensive foul. Olivier Maxence Prosper.
Free throw good. Sessions. And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Morant passes to Jerome. The 3. It's stolen by Smith. Fast break. Here we go. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Ayton. And here's Jerome. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Pass to Morant. Oh, Ayton in position.
Now you see here just how good Morant is at spotting openings, then moving the ball into them.
Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. And Sessions kicks to Thompson. A 3-pointer off the mark. And for Memphis, they're shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. Jerome passes to Ayton. To tie it up. And the rejection by Smith.
When Smith is out there, that is what this team needs from him. Rim protection.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's a Kuro. And the Bulls with another miss. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Morant against Hayward. Morant passes to Ayton. 4 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Sessions. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Smith finds Thompson. They get the rebound. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bulls lead by 4.
Well, this is what this team wants from Smith on offense. Using his height to rescue the miss and finish strong.
And we have a timeout called by Psamyou'll. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. He's checked in for Memphis. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Gali on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. Memphis' head coach had some words for his team over the break. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen, so don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for a renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
And Gali, thanks so much. Pass to Prosper. Now here's Morant. He can't get that one. Hayward with some nice D. To the inside. And the Bulls get it back.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession. And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Lets the three fly. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
To the middle. Here's Edey. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Smith's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And Sessions kicks to Thompson. Hayward dishes to Sessions. Thompson outside. Morant with the steal. Pass to Prosper. Can't connect from short range. The Bulls leading by 5. Sessions passes to Thompson. Edey against Hayward. Back to Thompson. Fires from deep. The basket good off the assist from Hayward.
And this is Thompson's calling card. An exceptional shooter from downtown.
Here's Morant. There's a good screen. Here's Edey. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Grizzlies, Edey. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Well, with Zach Edey, it's about more than his 7'4" size. Skills will develop, his timing will improve, but he's already got the physical foundation of a great player.
And both free throws good for Edey. The Bulls leading by 6. Sessions finds Hayward. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
On defense, the Grizzlies. Stolen by Jackson. Drives to the hoop. And Jackson throws it down hard.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that.
Misses the wing 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pulls up. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Second chance points. Jackson using his size on the offensive glass.
So for the Bulls, Champagne's checked in, and Buzelis subbed in for Klay Thompson. And Sessions kicks to Jones. pass to Buzelis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3. And it's Morant with the rebound. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Down low. To tie it up. Edey gets the bucket. Edey's got the game tied up here for Memphis.
Boy, Edey has a big presence in the paint. I like what he did there.
3-pointer. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Inside. And the dunk by Edey.
Well, when Edey gets on a roll, it's hard to stop all 7'4" of him. He's been fantastic tonight scoring.
Edey with the steal. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And it's good for 2. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
And the layup falls. Jones has got 19 points.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by Memphis.
Morant pushes to Jackson. Outside Jackson. Now here's Morant for 3. Another shot. And Edey with the lay-in. Edey's got 14 points here in the second half.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Pass to Champagnie. To the middle. It's picked off. Picked him clean. Jones the pass to Sessions. Morant with the steal. Here's the break. Ball stolen. To the inside. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Outside, Jones. The 3 from MP. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. A 17-footer, and he trains the J.
Boy, he's really turned it around since the break. In a bit of a rhythm.
And it's Sessions with the ball for Chicago. 6-point game. Now Jones from outside knocks down the 3.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Morant drives in. Jackson outside. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 3. The shot is off. The Bulls shooting about 40% here in the fourth quarter. Buzelis with the ball. MP. No good. That would have tied it. The Grizzlies on offense. They're on an 18-7 run. Morant against Sessions. Morant left side. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
It's stolen by Jones. 1:22 left in the fourth. Jackson with the rebound.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
It's Morant. Into the lane. Morant bullies his way inside.
Yeah, so tough to knock Morant off balance, and he's so talented at keeping his focus on the basket.
MP outside. Jones fires and get the three. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball. And what a huge sequence that could be.
Wow, a play that might come to define this game.
That might be the play of the game.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
And that's an intentional foul.
Jones. Third personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Number 33. 2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, converting on all those free throws helps them build this lead.
MP outside. From deep, Edey rips down the rebound. Morant against Sessions. So it's Memphis picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.